Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Suffering 2, Ties That Bind. Now I have no time to sum it up at what happened in the last episode, because, well, I'm occupied as you can see. Although, where did the Slayers disappear to? Did they just die?
I forfeit. Now do it!
What? You forfeit? I mean, what the... But I just reloaded the damn game.
I forfeit. Now do it!
What the hell was that? That on the right. Must be a graphical glitch, but anyway. So...
In this.
Where are you?
Game's over.
I mean, are you serious? Well, I'm just gonna...
I can't believe this.
Yeah, me neither. I just literally reloaded the damn game. So I saved right before I was about to win, apparently.
Forfeit. Now do it!
Oh, here you are. Is this for real? You're not trolling me, are you?
I can't believe this.
You're not gonna kill us the moment I come too close. Oh. Unlocked Blackmoore archive.
You played right. I couldn't get you to break the rules. And the way I play, it's all or nothing.
Wait, seriously? He's now gone? We have won, folks. Apparently.
Times like this, it's hard to know what to say. You walked the line, T. You stayed true. And the happiness I know proves you were right. Even with what happened to me, the ties that bind us are too strong. No one else can compete. And I mean it this time when I say, I never want us to be apart again.
Aww, isn't that cute? Wait, that's it? That's it? That's the end of the game? Oh, if only I had recorded a little bit longer last time, then I could have ended the playthrough, this let's play in the last time, about a couple of days ago or so, but shit. Okay, so my thoughts on the game. Well, actually, I'm a bit confused here. Why there were two spirits or ghosts of the past, the hunter guy with the dogs and then the serial killer type who killed prostitutes and so on. Why didn't we fight him at any point? Do we fight him in the evil playthrough, or did I... Well, I did accidentally I accidentally did not save some of the people in this game that I was supposed to help out. Maybe it's because they died, because we didn't help them, even though I tried. Maybe that's why he didn't come down and decide and fight us. Maybe. Well, I don't know. If you know this game better than I do, let me know in the comments that why I didn't fight the serial killer type. Anyway, so my overall thoughts on this game. It's okay, but I like the first game way better. The first game has a slower pacing, in my opinion. In this game, you just jump straight into action with no build-up, no nothing. And I can understand why that is the case, because you know already what you are going to fight against, assuming that you have played the first game, and this game assumes that you have played the first game. So it kind of makes sense that you just jump straight into action with no actual build-up or anything. But still, I do prefer the first game because that game had better pacing and overall build-up, that what was going on and where all the monsters were coming from, basically. And also, I still can't fathom that why they decided to limit your overall, what do you call it? Arsenal, yeah, that was the word that I was looking for. I don't understand why they decided to limit your arsenal here, because in this game you can only carry two main weapons besides grenades and stuff. And I don't know why they did that, because in the first game they did not. You could carry every gun that you could pick up, or at least I think they did that. But here you're forced to choose between guns and weapons. You can't even carry like 2 firearms and 1 melee weapon. You have to pick between melee weapons and firearms, and you only have like 2 slots for them. So I don't know why they did that, because I don't think that it really added anything to the game. It just limited your choices. Not a big fan of that. I prefer that you could carry and use all the guns in the game, in the first game, that is. So I preferred that. And overall, I found the first game's setting more interesting, as you are on a prison island where you learn the history, the very bloody and gruesome history of the prison, whose name I have forgotten. You learn something about the most infamous inmates and wardens and so on, and also the history of certain locations there and such. And so I found the prison setting of the first game more interesting than the second game's, which was in Baltimore. I think that was the city's name here, and Baltimore. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to add here. I'm trying to think of something that I really liked. Well, I guess the fact that we actually now got some actual closure in this story, because the first game ends in how you escape from prison, and based on your choices in the game tells you that whether you actually did kill your wife and kids or not. But other than that, I can't really come up with anything that I really liked about the game. The controls were also pretty iffy. I don't remember. I forgot to check that whether this game was made first to consoles and then was later ported to PC, or was this made for consoles and PC at the same time? Because the control scheme tells me that this was made for consoles first and then was later ported to PC, because the controls were rather awkward, or at least the way how you moved around with the mouse and such. I mean, it's not terrible, it's not impossible to learn, obviously, but it is something that you have to get used to. And what else? And I think that I have said quite a few times in this playthrough already that the enemies are a big pain in the ass to deal with, at least some of them. So I did complain about them quite a bit. I don't remember complaining as much about them in the first game, but I could remember it wrong. Maybe they were just annoying in the first game as well. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about the game. It's okay, but I prefer the first game much more, because the atmosphere, I think, works there better, the pacing is better, and you could carry all the guns that you can find, or at least I think you could. But again, I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Oh, and actually, before we end this video here, let's check out the last 2 archives that we just got, but didn't have the chance to read. So, is it Jordan's notebook? No, not here. Consualis's scrapbook. It should be the very last page, I think. Never mind. Well, we should... Oh wait, is it here?
The gazebo is where T and I met.
Oh yeah, this...
I know it's silly, but just looking at a photo of it makes me wonder. What if that gazebo had been somewhere else? Somewhere far from Baltimore, far from the junkies, far from Blackmoore. What if it had been in some small town somewhere out in the country, 1,000,000 years ago? We would have stepped out of that gazebo into a world that would have let us have our life, had our dream, had our happiness. I still wonder.
But we also got an archive.
Blackmoore.
It's
I
in this
hate even
one.
writing his name down. Now I know it was him. Whether T was guilty of what happened at Miles's bar, I'm not sure. But I know it wouldn't have happened without Blackmoore. And the things Blackmoore said to me about the boys? It's one thing being king drug dealer, or whatever he is, but Blackmoore takes evil to another level. He's almost too evil to be real.
and I've never even seen him in the flesh.
I wonder why. So yeah, so those were the gazebo and the Blackmoore archive or pages that we just unlocked, but apparently I missed some of the pages, as you can see. Not sure if I'm going to return to this game. Well, actually no, I'm not gonna return to this game, not because I don't necessarily like it, but because I got many other games to play, so yeah. But yeah, so that was the Suffering 2, or the Suffering Ties That Bind. I know that this video turned out to be very, very short, but what can you do? I did not expect to just straight out win the moment I reloaded that save. So thank you for watching this blind playthrough, and see you in the next Let's Play.